Hi, welcome back. In today's video, we are building an AI-powered investment planner using Fast API, Streamlit, and Monte Carlo simulations. Let's build this with Cursor's Composer. This app will help users simulate future investment growth using real-world financial data and AI-powered insights. By the end of this video, you will have a fully working app that uses Monte Carlo simulations to model investment scenarios, provides AI insights for better decision making, and has an interactive UI using Streamlits. Let's dive in. So the flow of the app would be user inputs financial details in the Streamlit UI, and Fast API processes this request and fetches relevant information. Monte Carlo simulation runs multiple investment scenarios, and the AI module generates natural language insights. So the results are all displayed on the Streamlit UI. Now that we understand the architecture, let's set up our environment and start coding. So I'll begin with opening the Composer, and I have a prompt that explains what Composer needs to do. So we have an investment planner so that the users simulate their investment and retirement growth goals, and what front end needs to have and what the backend should be. So what I've done is say that it executes Monte Carlo simulations, and also it should be modular and unit testable, right? And then let's submit it so that we have a Claude Sonnet going away now and then trying to set things up for us. So it has given us a project structure. So we have a backend with the Fast API backend with our model and services required and router. So that it all set up its unit test. So now it takes a minute or two, maximum couple of minutes to get this going. So it gives us all of the framework. So what we are looking for today is, okay, now it has finished. Let me accept everything. Let's accept all. Okay, so it has given us all of the files. So it did, the project structure hasn't been populated. We could just go and then ask it to reapply. So now we can just go and accept it. So now we have, so hopefully we should have, so we should have all of these. So we do not have an app. So what we could say is generate files as described in project structure. Generate all files, generate. So it'll just make sure that we actually have all of the files rather than having errors later, so we can just set them up. So it's going off and then generating the remaining files. Hopefully this time around we should actually have everything. So it has some defaults. We could play with it, play with these parameters. So it's just applying things now. So should have done so. So it requires, so it's listed down all the requirements also, all the required packages. Hopefully we should have most of it except for multi-part. Not sure where this is used, but let's first accept all and let's go through and then make sure that we have everything now. So we have app, and then we have a models folder with main.py. Models should have investment, routers should have investment, and then there are two services for market data, and this is for market Monte Carlo simulations. And then on the front end, we have the app, and then we have analysis and the dashboard for that. So now that we have not checked anything yet, just let's go through and then start. Just let's run it and then see what it comes up with. So So it did give everything. So we do, I actually already have a virtual environment set up, so I'm not going to do this. So hopefully we should have everything. And let's just we'll run the server. So need to go and then, so we should go to the backend and let's run. Let's make sure that first, okay, so we do have some issue with our investment. Let's see, check it out. So instead, we could fix it. However, what I would do is actually, so I'll just go through and then ask Cursor to fix it. So let's get it to fix it for us. It does have the context of all the files, so it should pick it up. So it's going off and generating the required missing parts now. So it has restarted. Okay. So let's see if that actually worked. So that's running on localhost. 1000. Let me try and opening. I'll just open the Swagger docs and see if, yep. Okay, let me get my other screen up onto screen. So we do have, let's go and then say, we'll just give some initial parameters, 10,000, monthly contribution of 1,000, time horizon for 10 years, and let's be aggressive, and the target amount for 20,000, and retirement 20 years, current age 40 years, and then let's see whether that executes and then gets back some results without any errors. Yeah, so it's got back some results. We'll go through that in the UI. Now that it is working for us, let us put this aside, and now let's start a new terminal and then to run the front end, and let's see what we get now. So cd to front end, and let's run that app. Once we are up, we should have our UI. So let's see what we have on the UI. Okay, so now we have app analysis and dashboard. We'll look into that later. So what we have is 10,000 monthly contributions, time horizon. So we do have, and let's say moderate and then run simulation. So it's trying to get us some results instead of here. So we have some results here. It is actually showing our results here. So instead of that, let's see, we'll change the UI now. Okay, So this is our Monte Carlo simulations. Okay, and on the dashboard we have this. This is all simulated actually. This is not real data yet, so we should be adding those. And on the investment planner, so let's ask the UI to this portfolio growth projection to be displayed on the investment planner sheet. So we can see. Right, so now that we asked for it, let's see if it actually would come back and then update the UI. It should. So going off and then trying to do stuff. Let's see. Right. So let's accept those changes and then see how it comes back on our. Let's rerun this. Right. Okay. Maybe we should have added the parameters on the thing, the left hand side. Right. Okay. So earlier it was missing out on this. So now we could lose this part on the planner. Okay. So we can say and display only the output. Right. Hopefully it should now again get back our. This is much better. So we do have now what we really wanted. It still came back with this. We can ask it to remove. However, okay, so this is what we have, and we could make it much modern, and then we'll ask it to make it modern. Um, right. So it says that it doesn't know that. So let me take a screenshot and hopefully the screenshot should work. So let me show. Not this one. Okay, so I can save my paint. So, okay, so let's see whether that would now recognize that, and then hopefully it should recognize and then fix it for us. Right, so it does recognize that. Right, okay, so now that it's fixed that, let's run it again just to see that it's not really, didn't fix that one. Or let's make sure that I accept them all and then test it before. No, it doesn't. So I'll submit it again and then let me take a screenshot again and then submit it. Yeah. So I'll just say I still have the chart on the sidebar. So hopefully it should fix. Or I would restart the Streamlit app and then see if, because of the session states, it holding up. Yeah, maybe yeah, I'll restart the server. Try and then restart the server if needed. Right, let me restart it. Right, okay, so let's just run it and then see if the fix worked. It still does not work. Okay, we'll come to that a little later, but what we can do is we can ask Sonnet to say, can you make the UI more modern? Let's see if it changes anything more now. Okay, this is without us doing any of the query. It's all through prompts so far we have done. So what we have to, because it is more of the model is, let's go through this while it's actually doing. So on the services side, so currently the market data is probably coming from, it's not using any of the real-time APIs now. However, we could actually use it to get it to use real-time data with APIs. So we have some work to be done there. And okay. So let's read on it and then see. Okay, right. So now we have a different, better looking. We could, this is a Streamlit app, and then we'll just, we have something now better now actually. So running simulation, still have this. However, let's see what analysis, does it change any analysis? Okay, this is the Monte Carlo simulation it actually went through. So we're not checking any of these, but we should be really looking an eye on that. So it does have some features. So we can just keep on building on this, but I just wanted to show you the capabilities of Cursor's Composer and the benefits it can bring to the table. So it didn't have any unit tests. What we could do is, can you add unit tests? So this one now should go off and then create all the unit tests for our models. Right. It's going off. So it does have for the front end too, which is quite good. Try to apply, and then let's say accept everything now. So it did. So this is pretty nice. So we didn't do anything in here. So it went off and then added all of that. Test for the market data. Right. So we should be good. And what was missing was there's no logging. So I could just say, can you add logging and documentation to the code? Can you add logging? First, let's do that. So I've asked it to create both for different ones. So it should go off and then create two separate configuration files, which rolls every day. So let's see. So that should. It's got file handler and probably prints also to the console. So yeah, to users, both front-end loggers, so this will help debugging issues, tracking performance. We'll come to that later. So we'll just check a couple of them. So this is a Monte Carlo simulation. So it has put in, should actually have some logging in here. No? This is because right, we didn't have in here. Okay. So we could ask for it to, we can say there is no logging. Example, market data and simulation dot py. Check remaining files and add those two. So it should go off and then do the logging. So that is about this video really, and showcasing the cursor's ability to code and help us to be more efficient. So within like 20 minutes of time, we had a decent working app. Right. So now it has put in the logging information now and in simulation 2. So we should have pretty decent logging now. So I could go off and then rerun it. The logs are all here, server log. So it's come through, and you can see the logging also in the terminal coming through. So you could see all of. So you can see all of the logs in here. So with all the parameters, market data, investment log. Right, so that's what we have quick for this demo, and I'll see you in the next video with new updates. Thank you. Bye.